Well, here we are. It's Saturday morning. You know what that means? It's time for the Cummins Real Estate Group show with local rock star realtor Michele Cummins and myself, Curtis Pope. Good morning, Michele.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Wow, she's singing. She's so happy. You sure there's no Christmas coffee in that cup?
Positively so.
Positively?
You know.
Did you just say positively?
You know, I like creating words.
Or I'm losing my hearing. One or the other. I thought it didn't sound like. Never mind. It didn't sound like positive.
You know, I like adding to the English dictionary, the English language. Sometimes I add my own little flair, and we call that the California way.
Well, I do like how they add words to the dictionary every year, and some of the words they add, you're always like years ago they added "dope" from Homer Simpson. It's in the dictionary.
No way.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Like an exclamation of confusion or something. "Dope."
Like what? Like, yeah. I don't like that they change the meaning of words. Okay, add words. But changing a meaning of a word, that I don't get.
Well,
I
can
like.
never remember what they mean anyway half the time. So,
okay, so there's a question. The real estate board is when people call themselves group or people call themselves a team, a group has a different meaning and definition than team. And so things like that, we just got to be careful not to...
Well, right, because a team means you've got realtors working with you, but a group just means like you're incorporated or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've got a group of professional service providers.
Yeah.
It's not that they're all realtors.
Right.
A team would be all realtors on the same team,
the two
working
words
for the same
really
clients.
Mean the same thing, more or less, yet we're splitting. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, two different things. A group is a group of professionals, different service providers. It's not all the same as, you know.
The Cummins Real Estate Posse. Maybe that's what you should
Posse, yeah.
Just have some fun with it.
Oh, how can I change my logo to that? Cummins Real Estate Group Posse instead of group.
It's got to have some kind of a cowboy in it then. It's got to,
Oh, yeah. And a cow rope.
Or a cowboy hat over like
that
one of the
would
letters
work.
or something.
That would work.
Yeah.
That would work.
Maybe a lariat on the other side as part of the logo.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yellowstone. Come home.
There you go. We've got it figured out.
I knew you'd help me with that.
Yeah, no, I'm on board.
You're so creative.
I have my moments.
Okay, so happy birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday to Curtis.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
It's your party. And no, that's not a good song to sing right now.
I don't plan on crying, but, who knows how the night's going to go.
No, because you take life by the horns and you go with it and you love it and you get better every year like a good aged wine, right?
Sure, I'm going to go with that, yeah. You haven't seen me play softball, obviously, but that's beside the point. I used to be a good softball player. I don't know what happened to that.
You still are in your own mind.
I have my moments where I'm like, hey, I can still do this. Then I have other moments going, what happened there?
Well, I'm going to see. I want to see if you can play on our softball tournament for raising money for the food bank this year.
I thought I had to become a realtor to do that.
Well, I think, can I just give you like an honorary, or something like that?
I'll take the honorarium.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid to play softball?
We need you on our team, Curtis.
I got months to do my realtor course, and it's fine.
That's all you need.
It's a lot of work.
I'll be there to help you, to guide you along.
Just to play softball.
Well, yeah, it's worth it. It's softball. Come on. Hardball. So it's Family Day weekend, too, and I don't know what you're planning on today for your birthday and for Family Day weekend.
You do know what I'm planning for my birthday, because I'm...
Well, not every detail, thank goodness.
Yes,
but no.
I've managed to secure one of your properties for the weekend.
Happy birthday.
Just thank you. I will be not the one at Sasquatch, which probably has openings still, because I know you're trying to get bookings in.
Yeah, and it's so snowy there.
Has the snow been coming up?
Yeah,
there?
It's so pretty.
Oh, no, I'm going to be taking in your Vancouver condo.
Oh, love that place.
Figure I was born there all those years ago. I might as well, take my birthday in there.
Enjoy it.
And it's actually not far from the hospital I was born. Well, it's not that good. I was born in St. Paul's Hospital in Burrard.
Okay, we were just talking about your birth before we started the show, and it was such a cool story. I wonder if please, it's your birthday.
Well,
tell us.
Basically, it was my cousin's wedding was the night before. So yesterday was my cousin's anniversary, and so they had the wedding, and I was born a couple weeks early because my uncle apparently was making my mom dance. That was her complaint. They get home, and my dad's in bed. He's all like, it was a kind of a cold February night. He's all kind of, sausage in the blankets, about to fall asleep. My mom comes into the bathroom and goes, "It's time."
After a whole event.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, of course, back then, the good news is, because I'm old, the dads didn't have to stick around the hospital.
So you were like almost there 50 years ago. You were like, were you born? How long was your mom in labor?
Well, if my mom was here, she'd say since the moment I was born.
Like your mom.
Because I was not an easy child to deal with. I was a pretty good teenager.
Not an easy child?
I was. Well, I think if I was in school today, because they're really good at figuring out, various, learning disabilities and things like that, I'm pretty sure I would be diagnosed with ADD. Not ADHD. I didn't quite have the hyper part.
Yeah.
But my attention span was very short, and it did get me into a lot of trouble.
That's a positive thing in a lot of ways.
It can be. It can be a superpower in some ways.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Okay, so for your birthday, you have to then go back to the floor and where you were born. And actually, is it still a child unit? Like, is it still, do they do that there? Or?
I don't know.
Has it been a half a decade?
I haven't been in St. Paul's Hospital in a really, really long time.
You should go. That'll be very nostalgic.
Yeah, especially that hospital, because it's very old. It was old when I was born there, so that tells you something.
See if you remember anything.
Yeah.
Some people say they remember them, being in their mother's womb. I've heard the stories. I don't know.
I've heard that as well. Funny enough, my oldest memory, I remember Elvis dying. That's my oldest memory.
Wow. How long ago did that happen?
1977. You weren't born yet because you're 29.
Yeah, that's right. So, I'm very happy for your birthday. And then, family day's coming up, and everybody is seems like they've been out, like going on vacation, and a lot of people are wanting to look at properties. I've had so many requests to see properties on Sunday and Monday. It's crazy. So I'm going to be out.
I mean, I know that they've been talking about the market a lot in the news and things like that. Not just what we talk about. It's been talked about quite a bit, and how there was a guy on the other day on the news, on our 5 o'clock news, talking about how he feels we've hit the bottom, as low as we're going to go. This is it.
Yeah, he's got the gut feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, second segment, we're going to talk about what the BOC is saying and what they're saying about the economy, the interest rates, and everything going on this year. I know we talked about the barometer report last week, so but that's what this segment's going to be.
Okay.
Second. Now, but in 2 weeks' time, okay, I'm shopping. Talk about what we're going to do on our show in 2 weeks from now. We're going to discuss what should we do? If anybody has any ideas.
Right, because you're going to be in Vegas.
Yeah, so I'm going to be shopping my listings at the biggest conference for RE/MAX ever, the 50th year anniversary. Everything's like 50 this year.
I can't help but notice that I wasn't invited to this conference so that we could do the show live from Vegas.
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. That would be so fun.
Because we'd probably not be able to find each other or be in any condition to actually do the radio show at 8 in the morning.
On a Saturday at 8 a.m. You know what? I think that would be amazing. A road show. Come down to Vegas. Just do it.
Years ago, many years
ago. What a blast that would be.
There was a tourism thing. They wanted to send down like 3 radio stations to broadcast from Vegas for like 3 days. And me and the 2 guys they were going to send was going to be a very, very bad idea. I wasn't that upset when it didn't go through, because there was a good chance we would have woken up in Belize.
Okay, let's try to put our heads together, because, Rogers owns, the station. And what if, because we are huge BC Children's Miracle Network supporters, myself and RE/MAX. So what if, and this is actually, I'm going to have my booth and I'm going to be giving out little gag, let's call it some gag, some paraphernalia, and I'm going to be shopping my listings. And there's over 8,000 realtors already registered for this event, and it's the biggest one. And
that's almost as many as we have in Abbotsford.
I know, almost. No, but we're going to be doing, we have an ice cream social day, and that's when the booth is going to be out. And that is such a great day because we raise money for the BC Children's Miracle Network. So, Rogers, come on, bring Curtis's roadshow to Vegas. The last Saturday of this month. It's March 1st or something. No.
I think they know better.
No, come on.
Again, if they would have sent the guys, it would have just been so bad. Years ago, another station I knew some guys at went there, and guys weren't showing up for their shifts. They were like stealing room service from like people in the hotel.
Gosh. Oh, what? Like the room service that's left outside of the door? Like after they're already done with it?
No, they'd hear people like knocking the door going room service, and they'd go tearing out down the hall, grab it, and go running back to their room. Because, there's alcohol involved in a lot of things in Vegas.
Yes, and a lot of oxygen they pump in the hotels,
and,
I think. Gets people crazy.
And guys will do stupid stuff, and in Vegas, it just amplifies.
It does. Everything amplifies. And there's an In-N-Out down there.
There is. I've been to the In-N-Out. There's two, actually. There's one in the Strip now.
And a zip line.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. I'm doing that. And I'm going to rent a motorcycle while I'm there, and I'm just going to go to the Grand Canyon. I might do that after our show on Saturday, if we get to do our show that morning there. Anyways, we'll figure that out. But I'm very excited to do that because I love, there's a lot of people that are moving back here that are Canadian that live abroad, and they're moving back here. So this is my opportunity to spread all the great listings I have around and to other referral agents.
Now, Vegas was interesting, too. When they had the crash in the U.S., it hit Vegas, I remember, really hard because I was down there not too long after, about 10, 11 years ago. And houses were worth half their value that people paid for them and stuff like that. And it was really tough around the Vegas area. I know a lot of places, but particularly Vegas got hit hard by that.
Yeah, it's been getting stronger, and they've been getting some new product in there. So that's really exciting because they've had a lot of, older product, which is also great and nostalgic. And something else, the running, the marathon, or, I've never done one before, but I'm doing that 5K race.
Mm-hmm.
I told Richard he's all 5. What did he say? I was like, no, it's 5 kilometers, and he thought it was he was going crazy, like how long it is. Anyways, I'm just starting to practice and get ready for it, but we'll see how I do. But it's to raise money for the Mission Hospice Society. So are you going to join me, Curtis? No,
is there
I saw
a buffet
that
at the end of the run? Or?
No, well, there could be.
Then I only usually run for food or if somebody's chasing me.
Well, then maybe there'll be food.
When is it again?
It's on April 2nd. And it's going to be fun. And it's for a good cause.
Time to kind of train.
Well, look at me. Hopefully, it's enough time for me to train.
To run 5K, I could join. It could be pure comedy, the two of us. Will you piggyback me when I go lame at some point?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Am I going to have to piggyback you at some point?
Well, we can you fast walk towards the end? Can you start as a jog, then you can kind of run, then you can kind of jog, and then end up just a fast walk?
Maybe.
That might be what happens. No, I'm going to do my best. Come on, we're 100% people.
Absolutely.
Can do it. So anybody want to join, check it out on my website and or my socials, and you can click the link to donate or to join yourself and register. You got to register. It's really cool because it's the Hatzick to Heritage to Hatzick race. So lots of fun and beautiful Heritage Park is one of the top 3 parks in all of Canada. So it's a great place to have it. So, and we spoke last week about 5 reasons that tenants leave your property as an investor and the ways you can keep your tenants long term. Again, feel free to check it out back on our website or the YouTube for the video or our podcast on it. But this week I wanted to share up an article in Better Homes and Gardens regarding how half of BC's new condo apartments are investor owned. So quickly before we have to go on our break, investors scooped nearly half of the new condo supply in British Columbia. So Stats Canada data reveals that investor ownership of property using 2020 tax data, isolating construction dates, we can see that investors focused primarily on new construction built in 2016 or later. Big cities, small ones, and even rural markets saw investors capture up to 90% of the recently constructed condo supply. And on that note, we'll have more when we get back from our break.
All right, so if people want more information about your listings or what you do as a realtor, where can they go?
MicheleCummins.ca.
We're back with more right after this.